everyone, it's Maki here. Official details for the Metal Robot Spirits Gundam Age FX have been revealed. It's a figure with a substantial weight. Given the metal parts used, the brand tends to carry rather pricey items. It's also worth noting that its pricing is somewhat more affordable than the similarly named metal build. Previously, the much-discussed Providence Gundam that went up for pre-order was priced around $310. The Gundam Age FX announced this time is around $130. Naturally, due to exchange rates and shipping costs, prices may vary by region while it's still pricey. Compared to Gunpro and the like, it feels like you can get it for half the cost when comparing it to Metal Build, but it's undoubtedly a premium item. Now, let's delve into the details of the Gundam Age FX. The Metal Robot Spirits is characterized by metal parts known as die-cast. These parts are made by pouring molten metal into a container called a mold, then compressing it. It's a technique that uses highly precise parts. The sensation of weight, when held being heavier than plastics and the like, is quite appealing, isn't it? This weight adds expected stability when the figure is positioned standing. In the promotional pages, they highlight the assembly of the frame-like parts of the mech using die-cast. A comment from the mecha designer Kanita Kbikawa is also featured. I'm thrilled that Gundam Age has finally made its appearance in the Metal Robot Spirits line. I believe there were some who were surprised that the first one to be introduced is the Age FX. I was surprised myself. I had never participated as a supervisor in the Metal Robot Spirits series before. Initially, I was a bit unsure, but I decided to join, believing I should approach this project with the same dedication as I had in my previous works. The design and coloring team are elite professionals I've always worked closely with. The result is a product that boasts powerful sculpting and the appealing whiteness of die-cast material. The distinctive C-funnel's actions can also be portrayed using a variety of stands. Playing with it, you discover numerous joys. Thank you very much for your support. It's explained through photos that Mr. Ibikawa has redesigned the Age FX for the Metal Robot Spirits. Markings meticulously drawn in various places are also overseen by Mr. Ibikawa. It's mentioned that they aim to create a true representation of the Age FX. Attention has been paid to the action as well. The shoulder joints can move significantly, allowing for a range of action poses. This feature benefits from the technologies developed in previous Robot Spirits and Gunpro models. The C-funnel on the shoulder has a movable connection point, likely making it easy to provide subtle expressions. Additionally, two blades of the beam saber fixed to the arm are included. A mechanism where the shoulder armor can move has also been added. The Gundam Age FX is known for its high-speed maneuverability. The movable armor, assisting in the mobility of the unit, is a characteristic also seen in the Strike Freedom Gundam from Gundam Seed Destiny. Thanks to movable thruster parts, it's possible to bend the knee at almost a 90-degree angle. The powerful beam rifle, known as the Standard Rifle, can transform into its high-output mode without swapping out parts. Furthermore, it seems you can detach the backpack to form a core fighter, which will come with a separate nose part. Accessories for the C-funnel and parts for hand movements when controlling the C-funnel are also included. The iconic poses seen in the opening sequence can be naturally recreated. Scenes from the storyline, where the C-funnel is used as a shield, can be replicated. One can't help but hope for the appearance of enemy mobile suits from the Age series. In the story, the Age FX used its sea funnels to defend against allies' attacks, saving the lives of enemy pilots. It seems like a versatile item to recreate various scenes from the series. What stands out in Mr. A.B. Kawa's comments is the mention that the first release is Age FX. Of course, it might be a comment filled with the designer's expectations. However, as fans, we can't help but hope that more mobile suits from the Age series will be introduced. Which mobile suit do you wish to see next? Personally, I love the Gundam Age 2 Dark Hound because it combines both coolness and cuteness. When considering pairing with the Age FX for display, the Gundam Legulis might make its appearance. In the storyline, the Age 2 Dark Hound does have a rivalry-like relationship with it. But considering that it's a Gundam of the enemy organization, displaying it alongside Age FX might create an impressive scene. Above all, the Gundam Legulis appears with its armor dyed red in the special episode Memory of Eden, thinking from a commercial perspective, and how easy it would be to release a color-changed limited edition. The probability of Gundam Legulis making an appearance might be high. Some might be reminded of the aspect of a color-changed limited edition. Yes, that's right. In fact, the announced Age FX does not come with parts to recreate the FX Burst mode. It's a firmware beam spout from every funnel connection point across its body, a truly memorable appearance. Could it be that the FX Burst mode will be released as a limited edition? As of now, there is no information, so it's entirely uncertain. It also seems that the Deo Bazooka, which made its appearance in the final battle, isn't included. Considering it's an exceptionally large weapon, concerns about increasing the sales price or needing to reinforce the overall structure of the mobile suit, thus raising costs, might have influenced this decision. The Age FX is such a cool mobile suit, and we all hope the Age series gains more popularity, don't we? Interestingly, in the novel version of the final battle, the events unfold slightly differently than in the TV anime series. The Age FX equips both the Age 2 Dark Hound's Dose Lancer and the Gundam Legulis' shield, and further it is armed with the Deo Bazooka. Not only that, but it also mounts the Gundam Age 3 Fortress's Sigma 6 cannon on both arms when launching. Facing the fierce assault of the Bang set, it loses all of its weapons and sustains significant damage to the main body, yet in the end, it uses an old-fashioned beam dagger to deduct the cockpit of the Bang set. The conflict concludes when the Age FX rescues Seragains, who had been absorbed into the machine. The beam dagger is a weapon that appeared at the beginning of the Gundam Age story. With it, a young fleet furiously stalked and defeated his enemies multiple times. While the enemy's high defensive capabilities are one reason, the weapon also depicts the painful and harrowing scenes of a boy fleet repeatedly thrusting the dagger into foes. That same beam, dagger making its final contribution to save an opponent's life, was an exquisite culmination of the Age FX's role. As more and more products from the Age series are announced and various weapons are released, it might become possible to recreate such scenes. In Japan, reservations will begin on November 1, 2023, and shipping is scheduled for May 2024. The start time for reservations and shipping dates may vary by region. it would be wise to be cautious and verify these details accordingly. Until then, see you in the next episode.